Me and the money squirrel girl wish to welcome you to our money garden. Welcome to the channel, ladies. Thanks from scratch. And today, I'm really glad I got your attention because I'm about to take you for a walk through the money garden. And in doing so, my biggest hope, my most dramatic desire is for you, get it girl gang, to begin watering your money, nurturing your money, planting seeds with mustard seeds of faith. After today's video, you won't need to hear any other videos, not even from me. If you take heed to this list, to this message, I know it's hard. Sometimes we find ourselves digging up the seeds, digging up the money, digging up the idea before it even starts to take root. But today, sis, we finna fix that, okay? No more of this back and forth. No more talking our money garden down to the noobs. No more of that. Now we're gonna find out how to plant, nurture, prune, and actually enjoy the harvest without stressing about it so much. So come on in, come on, sit on down. Let's get into this beautiful video that I have for you because every side hustle, every skill, every business venture that we do is a seed. And planting seeds is just planting the ideas, letting them take root and flourish in our lives. Remember when Reverend Ike told us, you will flourish like the palm tree. This is the same way that money wants to do in the garden. And the garden is the mind. So now we're going to learn how to nurture this from this aspect and how to prune those new habits that we need to cultivate in order to become the successful women that we aim and strive to be. So let's get right into it. I want you to grab a journal, pen, paper, something, and make a note of these few things that I have in mind that's going to teach us how to keep our garden growing and flowing. It just sounded like I needed to add that in there. Okay, now watering, sunlight. That's the first things come to mind when you talk about a garden. When you consider starting a garden, when you find a location and you say, "Look at all the sunlight here in the land. This is perfect for my garden." And see, water and sunlight is what it takes for the garden to flourish and grow and be beautiful. And their watering and sunlight, when it comes to the money, are your habits and your energy. And here's where most of us get tripped up because we forget to water the garden. We forget for the sunlight to be directed to the garden. And what we do is start to neglect the garden and deprive it of water, deprive it of sunlight, depriving it of good energy, not putting those good habits into play. And your habits, which is the water, also equal up to your attitude in a way. I just want to say that your habits are proved by your attitude. I knew that was going to come out, but I'm going to try to re-stick there because I like to see that color right there. Habits equal attitude. Your habits prove your attitude. And your habits are what we use to pour onto the issues of our money. New habits. Cutting off old subscriptions. Doing things that we are unconventional to us. And the sunlight, that's kind of like your faith meter. Because if you're not giving it any light, you're just letting it wither away with doubt. And sets on the panic. But guess what? Nothing grows without good habits and good energy. Good gardening is being consistent. It takes you to be positive minded. Yes, it does, but being consistent is what's most important if you want to be considered a good gardener in your money garden. Just remember that. Now, if you're watering your garden every day, kudos to you. That means you're using your good habits, good attitude. But if you not, think about it like this. Not watering your garden is just like telling your garden, look, wait for the rain. Wait for the rain. You don't, I'm not initiating anything. Wait for the rain. So we want to make sure we're using our good habits, good attitude to keep that garden wet and hot and humid. Lit, well lit. Next, pulling weeds. We got to start cleaning out the negative patterns in the garden. This is going to help us. And listen, we can't plant a money tree and let the toxic weeds eat it up. The toxic weeds, the negative mind talk, the negative spending habits, those patterns that set us back, those are weeds. That scarcity talk, that lack mentality. Not clearing out those blocks and comparing. I mean, jealousy, enviousness. I don't know. I'm making up words now. Enviously, jealousy. Those cannot be tolerated in the minor garden. They are toxic weeds and will eat up everything you set out to do. Comparing ourselves, social media, this is where it hits hard for us because this is a real thing. We on social media constantly. I gotta take this next trip. I gotta take a trip every year for my birthday. If you don't post it, it didn't happen, right? This new culture, this new thinking of keeping up and overdoing and outdoing and showcasing. I'm not telling you that this is not fun or something that I might even partake in too. But you have to have a control here. You have to, don't let the money master you just because you want to follow a trend. Now, pulling out investments too early, that's another way we mess up. Because we think, you know what, I'm going to give you a prime example. I was getting ready to pull out some money for a real important trip for somebody else, but I put the money in there. It was only about $700. But the thing is, I was getting upset with the service and the feedback I was getting, and I didn't really want to cough up any more money. I didn't see nobody else coughing up money. I felt like I was finna lose, so I was ready to pull it out. And I'm glad I didn't, because in the last moment, a savior rang the bell. And this turned out to be the very most important, most beautiful thing that this person could have done. But I'm just, don't pull out too early on investments and on ideas. You need to have patience because right after pulling the weeds, now it's time for the growth. This is the season, and not every season is a harvest. Not every season is for you to be posting. Some seasons you need to just sit down and consume for a minute, learn, discover, and then your season for reaction and posting and submitting comes after that. So keep in mind there are seasons of growth, and you need to have patience and understand the timing of your life. If not understanding, at least create one. Some seasons are for planting, some seasons are for pruning, some seasons you're just waiting. My grandmom had a garden, and she was always in that circle. She lived in Collierville, Tennessee, okay, in the country, on the dirt road in the gravel rock driveway, and she had a big garden in the back that we ate out of on a daily. And my grandmom was always out there with us, and we would have big bowls and filling them up with snap peas and tomatoes. And my grandma was always, I would just notice that the way she touched the produce when she trying to see the value in it, and she touch it, it's fine, and then feel the value in that. It's the same way we can conceptualize our money issues, get into the root, knowing the season for growth and the season for picking in the money garden. And next, I want you to consider sharing the harvest, because here now we're talking about wealth again. Wealth is not for you. Wealth is community money that spills over and helps people that don't even know you, helps people that you've never even seen before in your life, and it helps the community at large. This is wealth. And when you reach this stage, you know you're growing. You know you're growing. When you sharing your potatoes. I remember my grandma used to do that too. And my mama come pick us up. She had her bag full of potatoes and vegetables out of her garden. Cabbage. My grandma grew everything. And the rabbits and everything would come eating up her food from the backyard. And she would run out there hiding. Yes, we had the clothesline, all that in the backyard. And my grandma tended to that garden with so much love and care. And this is the same way we can respond to our money issues, y'all. And this is just a concept I'm throwing out here to you. Walk through your money garden. See yourself in your money garden. Take a walk down the pathway through your money garden and inspect it for yourself. Inspect it. And last but not least, after you share your harvest, talk to your money, talk to your garden, talk to your talk through your garden walk during the wait, especially, but even after the wait. Give gratitude to your garden verbally. Speak to your garden verbally. I know you're growing even if I don't see it. I see you working in the dark. You've never let me down. I see a great harvest coming this year, this season. Don't forget, words are sunlight, girl. So keep your words warm, keep them nourishing. You don't want to walk through planting weeds with your words that you just got to go back and pull up later. All right, get it, girl, gang. Now you know how to nurture your money. Now you know how to walk through your money garden. Plant those seeds, water them, nurture them, pull those toxic weeds, throw them away, and enjoy your harvest. Now I want you to talk to me about, how do the universe respond to you when you talk to the universe about your money? I want to know. Let me know. Go over here, check out this video, how to ask the universe for your money, and drop in the comments on that video. How do you talk to the universe about your money? Until then, I will see you all in the money garden. Hoping it's blooming for you.